Warlis, a tribe in Maharashtra, reside on the western slopes of the Sahyadri ranges in Thane and Nashik districts and adjoining downs. As far as population goes, they stand fourth in the state. They believe that their forefathers migrated from the Dharampur state on the upper plateau. Dr. Wilson has stated that Warli means upper Warle, people of the upper part. This area of Konkan was known as Varlat. Therefore, residents of Varlat are Warli. Warlis consider themselves the kings of the jungle. They are aboriginals. Prior to Aryas, they were residing in this part. According to Mr. Nargolkar, Warlis have migrated to these hilly forest lands about 2,500 to 3,000 years ago to protect their independent cultural identity. Warlis also consider themselves as Bhumij or Bhumijan, that is, original inhabitants of the land. Warli is a cultivator's tribe. Their main occupation is agriculture and forest labor. 30% of Warlis are farmers. The remaining 50% are agricultural laborers, and only 20% do forest and other labor. Warli cultivation is primitive in nature. The land they possess is inferior. Mostly it is Varkas or grassland. Murde, Devar and Ninit are subdivisions of Warli. Shuddhya or pure Warli is considered the fourth division. Enthovin supports this view. But K.G. Save has established that Warlis have about 200 clans like Chote, Dongarkar, Garel, Dumada, etc. Most of the Warli Gotras have been derived from the names of animals, trees, birds, roots, etc. Warlis shave occasionally. Their huts are of bamboo or karvi and are mostly in very bad condition. Warli skin is sunburnt and black in color. Light color and stout body are exceptions. Commonly, Warlis are small in height and have thin bodies. They are thin because of starvation and excessive drinking. But though they appear weak, they do any type of hard labor with determination. Warli men shave or cut hair reluctantly. Ladies oil their hair on occasions. Therefore, Warli ladies' hair is shabby and dirty. The traditional Warli male dress includes loin cloth at the waist and a shirt, and a tight sari round the waist up to the knees and a blouse for ladies. The ladies too wear limited ornaments, which includes cheap gatis, bead necklaces and rings. Nowadays, it is supplemented with colored ribbons and various hairpins to make attractive hairstyles of choice. A Warli village consists of 40 to 50 huts and some hamlets of 10 to 12 huts each within a radius of 2 to 3 miles. The Warli house is rectangular in size, but it is a tradition to make one hand length less in width. The house is a wooden structure covered with karvi walls. The roof is made of wooden and bamboo rafters covered with teak leaves and grass. The roof is sewn together. It was but natural to replace grass with Mangalore tiles on the roof in this heavy rainfall area. Cemented houses are possible for rich and well-to-do Warlis only. The east is the sun-rising direction, and traditionally the door must face the east. The house has only one door. Because of the thatched walls, ventilation is no problem. Therefore, there are no windows. Karvi walls are made smooth by thatching a mixture of cow dung and clay. The inner front wall is painted with a Warli painting in rice paste. The hut accommodates cattle on one side. The kitchen is separated by partition walls of Karvi walls. It is called koti. Every house has a loft, which is used for storing grains, implements and unwanted things. Inferior quality of rice has much importance as their main food is nagli and vegetables or dry or fresh fish. They use varai, kodra, tur and chauli in food along with rice and nagli. Food habits have changed and now wheat chapatis are prepared and consumed to keep in tune with changing conditions. Their grinding mill is made of stone to grind the grains. They eat chicken and lamb but not beef. Beef is a taboo. Various kinds of roots and vegetables like gharkand, kadukand, rajalu, bhujalu, etc., which grow in the rainy season are also consumed by Warlis to supplement their food. A few poisonous and sour roots are washed thoroughly and used. They do not feel hungry for 3 to 4 days after eating particular roots. Warlis worship Hindu gods and goddesses but are not staunch followers of Hinduism. Goddess Kalika and Amba Devi are very important. At a few places, Hanuman temples have been constructed. Warlis worship Lord Rama, Lakshman and Mahadev or Shankar. Their primitive god Panchashirya is carved in Mahadev idol to express their nature-worshipping primitive trend. Like other tribes, they also worship Mariai. Also, Narandev has great importance and they have faith that he protects them. They also worship Nandev, Bhairav, Vaghya, Hirva, Himai, Kali Lakshmi, Gauri Lakshmi, etc. They are nature worshippers. Meghraj is the supreme god and Parmeshwar is immortal. This is their original belief. The crop-growing goddesses, Dharitri, Gayatri, assist in agricultural operations and goddess Kansari, the goddess of crops, blesses living beings. These are 3 sacred goddesses. Their oaths are never broken. Every agricultural operation is started with puja. Kambar is a traditional worship which plays a vital role. Every puja is performed through the bhagat, the priest, with his musical instrument, zangli. Bhavda dance is a peculiar traditional dance drama performed using masks of wood and paper mache. This handicraft and art is disappearing because of inferiority complex. Clay idols of deities is also a prominent art of the Warlis. Bhagat is friend, doctor and philosopher of Warli. He treats Warlis in illness by his different methods. The main aspect is to be inspired by the spirit of God. Warli is a dialect. Now it is an admixture of Warli, Marathi and Gujarati. They speak giving accent on specific words. They call everybody in the first person. All families belonging to a particular clan reside at one hamlet. Festivals are adjusted to agricultural operations. In fact, every agricultural operation like Avni, the sowing, Lagan, the transplantation, Nindani, the winnowing, Kapni, the cutting, are celebrated like festivals. The tarpa, or famous musical instrument, starts playing in the valleys around Dasera, that is, in October. Tarpa is a traditional form of dance which flourishes and unfolds its various forms with changing musical notes. Warlis do not dance all types of dances at one time. Rather, it is taboo to dance Gauri during Rapani, that is, transplantation. Kohli, Tarpa and Dhol dance are performed during harvesting only. Warli has a rich folk literature. The Warlis do not burn bamboo as stories tell them about preference of bamboo shrubs by Naran god. Warli marriage is a village social gathering. Sagotra marriages are not permitted. They have 4 types of marriages. Bride price is a tradition and decided by negotiations with the parents. Marriage is then performed after religious rites are completed. If dage, that is the bride price, is beyond the capacity of a bridegroom, he becomes a khandadia, a servant of the bride's father, till the amount is paid. The marriage is performed after the period of khandadia is over. The 3rd type is called Kordyavar Anne, to bring wife without payment. The wife of the deceased by tradition becomes wife of one of the brothers. 4th type is widow remarriage, which is called Pat Lavne. Widow remarriage is allowed, but approval of caste panchayat is necessary. 2 arrows was the fees for approval, but now, because of constant contacts, many of their marriage rites have been changed. For marriage, a chauk in Warli painting in rice paste is of utmost importance. It is to be painted by Suvasinis by a stick of salat grass and in rice paste. Dhavleri's song includes description of the Suvasini and painting material like, "O God, we have brought pure Suvasinis to draw the paintings." God replies that Suvasinis are not pure. Suvasinis accept and reply that yes, we are loyal to our husbands. Suvasini starts with Palghat symbols. In it are contained in Dhavleri's song. First stick is drawn in the name of Hishoba god. Second line is drawn for Akhavat Nari. Third line is drawn for Reghavat Nari. In this way, Sakhalvat, Khodavat, Zadavat, etc., total 18 Naris, that is Apsaras, are in the song. Thus, writing of chalk is completed. This Warli style of painting resembles cave paintings in the Old Stone Age. It has been preserved as a tradition. The art is fully symbolic. It represents the human life and nature around him, his feelings in symbolic forms. Now they have started painting on paper, and these paintings are recognized throughout the world. Cremation is a Warli tradition, but the poor bury their dead. Those who die in epidemics are buried first. After a few days, the corpse is removed and burnt. This is called Kacha and Pakka Dahan. Warli folk literature is very rich. It includes cremation songs too. Death and anniversary rites are performed by Kamri, the priest, chanting songs on a musical instrument called Daka. For the death anniversary, a small mandap-like structure of sticks is prepared and things are arranged in a representative manner. The ceremony is performed by Bhagat in the presence of all the relatives. They observe important Hindu festivals. They have their own festivals like Kovliche San, Navyacha San, Vagh Bharas, Mahabij, Arvatis, etc. During the rainy season, there grows a vegetable called kovli. It is their crop period too. but unless and until kovli is served ceremonially by the bhagat, any new fruit or crop is not eaten. New crop or milk is also not consumed till Navyatsasan is performed. Sometimes for adjustment, one person in the family takes abstention. Warlis are fond of beedis. They keep beedi articles always with them. Tobacco is rolled in apta leaf. Bhenda is lit and it is smoked. They have an inborn aptitude for music and dance. Tarpa is a main musical instrument. This is played at the time of Dasera Diwali. Dak, Zangli, Kahali, Tur, Pawa and Dhol are their other musical instruments which are used in marriages. Now, Warlis do not have to depend on rains. The government has constructed dams in their area. Dam water through canals can irrigate their lands. Programs of irrigation wells have been given importance. Oil engines and electric water pumps are distributed free. Loans are provided for them to purchase pipelines. Pesticides are sprayed on crops. With the adoption of modern techniques of agriculture, Varkas land has been brought under cultivation and 2 to 3 crops in the same land are being grown. Warlis who have lived on labor wages have become the owner of the wadi. They have gardens of banana, guava, chiku and papaya now. Employment guarantee schemes have provided sure livelihood. Now, they do not have to rely on their fate during their illness. Primary health centers cater to the needs of their health problems. Tribal boys are progressing in education through the ashram schools. Age-long hopelessness will be eradicated soon. Now their superstitions would also not come in their way. A cheerful smile is seen on their faces. This smile of pride indicates that this primitive man is progressing to live a happy life.